Hello pattern lovers, you're welcome and welcome back. It's yet another exciting tutorial, and in today's video we'll be drafting this cute top. It's a wrap top with a fitted waistband, under bust that in form of soft pleats, keyhole neckline and a ruched bell sleeve. So if you're interested in learning how to go about the pattern drafting of this cute little top, then kindly watch this video to the very end and let's get straight into it. Starting with the front pattern, I already have a starting point line which is serve as the shoulder line. Then will be creating a space, and what you'll be using to create that space first is your bust band, that's your nipple to nipple, plus how much pleat you want to have around your under bust. So I'll be adding just 2 inches to my bust band for that soft pleat you see around your under bust. Okay, so what I have here is my bust band divided by 2 plus 2 inches. Then you're going to mark a straight line this way. And what that means is that our measurement will be starting from this line. Now I'll be going down to my under bust, but I'll be adding 2 inches to it. Let's say my under bust is 13. I'll be marking 15 here as my under bust. Then for the waistline, you'll be adding from 3 inches to your actual waist measurement as your waistline here. So I added 3 inches to my actual waistline and I'm marking that now as my waistline. The next thing I'll be doing now is to take the shoulder measurement divided by 2 on the shoulder line. Then I'll be going down to my chest line, and on that point again I'll be marking the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I'm going to use my ruler to rule them out this way. Next, for the neckline, I'll be using 3 inches as the neck width, and then I'll be going down here to 3.5 as the neck depth. Then I'm going to use this curve to give it a round neckline. Next, I'll be coming down here to 1.5 for the shoulder slope. Then I'm going to slant from the shoulder to the neck width, just as you can see me do it here. And the next thing I'll be doing is to come up here to 3 inches, then take my bust measurement divided by 4 on the chest line. And then on this point, I'll be coming in to 1/2 inch and then use my straight ruler to first connect from that point to the shoulder tip this way, then curve from that point to the bust measurement, just like this. The next thing I'll be doing now is to take the waist measurement divided by 4, and then I'm going to connect from the waist measurement to the bust measurement this way, and then we are going to be creating the button allowance. So I'll be coming down here to 1 inch depending on how many buttons you want to have anyway. Then I'll be starting from the shoulder line and go down to the neck depth for the keyhole, and I'm doing 7.5 depending on how low you want it. Okay, then here I'll be going out 1/2 inch. That will be the wideness of the keyhole. If you don't want it really wide, just make sure that the width of this keyhole now will just be 1/2 inch, because once you're done, this is a wrapped up, it's going to open up more. So just make it 1/2 inch, except you want it wider. Then you're going to just mark it out as you see me do it in this video, and that's how the keyhole is going to be. Then I'll be adding about 1/2 inch button allowance here, and you see how I connected that. Now I'm going to blend it in from this button allowance, just like this. Just blend the keyhole in this way, and that's pretty much about it. The next thing we'll be doing now is to tighten this keyhole, because if you leave it like this, it's going to gape, and we are going to target where it's likely deep. First, I'll be getting my bust band on the under bust line and also on the waistline and connect it like this. Then what I'm going to do is to mark a line this way, just somewhere this keyhole or this curve is kind of deep. Once I have that line, I'll be marking, just doing 1 inch gaping that. Do you understand? Then once that is done, I'll be truing the lines to make sure that they're equal, and I'm going to make sure that the shorter one is just as long as the long one. Do you understand? And once I have it, I'm going to use my curve again to blend it in just like this, and this way you won't have shortage after cutting it out. Another way you can do it, in case you don't want to do it like this, is to come up here, whatever gaping that I did here now, you come up here by that same thing, especially if you're not using your pattern to draft. Like if you're not drafting this, if you're doing this directly on your fabric, then just do this other method. But since I'm drafting this, I'll just use the other method that I already have on the pattern. And that's pretty much about it. We are going to be cutting this out, and I'll be showing you how to cut this out. So first, you'll be cutting out the band, and immediately after cutting, please indicate the upper part. Yeah, then we will be cutting this other part out, and I'll just open up this dart, then apply my water glue and place it on the other dart line, and it's closed now. Once that is done, I'm going to blend in this curve, and after that I'll be cutting it out just as you can see me do it here. This way you won't have gaping around that keyhole part after wearing your top. Now we will be throwing this point, and you'll be targeting this point and this point. Just make sure that your ruler is touching those 2 points, and that will give you a straight line, just something like this. And once I have that, I will just go ahead and cut it out, just as you can see me do it here. And when I bring them together, you see that the both ends that they are straight and not curved. So because this line is no longer straight, I'm going to make it straight again. Then from that point, I'll be marking my bust span again. That's the nipple to nipple divided by 2. That's what you're supposed to have here. Okay, once you have it, you're going to notch it because you will need it for the soft pleats we have around that point. And you're going to bring it in like this. And yeah, you're going to match up the bust span. Once you match them up, the excess you have there, that's what you're going to be using for that soft pleat you have around the under bust. We'll be talking about this later. For now, let's move to the back. And here I have the shoulder line and the center back. Now I'm going to start from the shoulder and go down to the waistline. I'll mark it also on this other side just so I can get the straight line and use my ruler to mark it out this way. Next, I'm going to start from the center back on the shoulder line and take the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I'll be going down to the chest line and mark the shoulder measurement again divided by 2 on that point. Once that is done, I will rule it out like this. Then for the neck width, I'll be using 3 inches, the same 3 inches I used on the front pattern, and come down here 2 inches as the neck depth, 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then I'll slant from the shoulder to the neck width this way and curve from the neck width to the neck depth like this. Next, I'm going now to start from the shoulder and go down to my actual waistline. And once I have it, I'm going to roll it out this way because we want to contour the center back. Then I'll be coming in here to 0.75 and mark the same thing on this other line. Then I'm going to just use my ruler to take it from the waistline, that contour measurement I have there, upwards, and extend it to the other line this way. Now I'm going to start from this new contour line and take the bust measurement divided by 4 on the chest line here. Then I'll come here and take the waist measurement divided by 4 and connect from the waist measurement to the bust measurement like this. Now I'm going to be going up, half inch down, just to take out just excess there for the gaping that is likely to occur there after fixing your zipper. So half inch up, half inch down. Then I'm going to get the midpoint of this line. Once I have it, I'm going to use that as a guide and you place my curve like this and cover the armhole. The next thing I'll be doing now is to go ahead and cut this out, and I'll be showing you how to close this gaping dart. I'm going to cut out this part of paper like this. Then I'm going to extend one of these darts, just take it straight like this. Once I have that, I'm going to open it up this way and open it all the way out like this and apply my water glue in between this other space here. Once I have the glue there, I'm going to place this one that I slashed on the other dart line. Match up your side seam line or measurement like this, and then you gently place it on the other one, and it's going to look like this. Okay, go ahead and smoothen it out if you're using a glue like I did here. Otherwise, just follow the same step but use your cello tape to tape it down. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to contour this side seam line, and then I'm going to start from the center back contour line and add my zipper allowance of 1 inch. Go ahead and add your desired zipper allowance. I think I added 1 inch. That's what I usually use as my zipper allowance. Then I'm going to cut this out. It's as simple as that. Now once that is done, we are going to match up the side front and then the side back this way, and then I also need to blend in the side seam of the front like this, just go ahead and do something like that. Get the bust width and then the waist width, and then you just connect it straight like that. And then after matching it up again, I needed to take out some excess, which I'll just be taking it out here on the armhole and cut it out. And matching it up again, it's now uniform. So they are both aligning, both the side front and then the side back. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for this part. You'll be cutting times two of the back, and then you're cutting this one on fold, and you're cutting two of this upper part. Now let's talk about the sleeve. For the sleeve, after folding your fabric, you can do this directly on your fabric, but if you're doing it on a pattern, it's also fine. I have a starting point line. From that line, I'll be going down to my sleeve length, long sleeve, and then I'll add extra 2 inches to it. So my sleeve length is 24 and I'm marking 26 here. This is just so after attaching the elastic, it won't pull up your sleeve length. That's the essence. Then I'm going now to mark what I usually use to fold my sleeve. Yeah, once I have it, you're now going to determine how much you want to add to that. So mine is about 8 inches. Once I have it, I'll be adding extra 4 inches to it. So that's a total of 12 inches, and I'm going to come down here and mark that 12 inches. 8 inches as my sleeve width, then the other one will be allowance for the elastic to do its work. After that, I will come down here 3 inches and then use that to cover out the sleeve cap, just like this. You're basically cutting your basic sleeve. The only thing is that you're adding 4 inches on the end to create that much space for your elastic to, yeah, to rush the down part of the sleeve. Do you understand? Once I'm done connecting it like this, I'll come up here 1.5, then I'll use my curve to just blend it in just like this. And that's pretty much about it for this sleeve. I'll go ahead and cut it out. After getting your the length of your sleeve, add 2 inches to it, and once you're done doing all your other part, it's going to be like this. You can also cut this sleeve in bias. Do you understand? If you know how to do that, but this is also one of the nicest way to do it. So this is my round sleeve, and I have it just, it's almost like times 4 of my wrist circumference. That means I'll have enough gathers after adding the elastic. So yeah, that's the sleeve, and we already talked about this other part. We have the 3 pieces and then the sleeve for this top, and that's all you need to make this top. So I did, this is the one I had before showing you how to go about this top. This is like a mock-up, is that what it's called? And you can see that I was really generous with the keyhole, and you can see how wide it is, even though it is well tightened. That's why I say this width of this keyhole shouldn't be more than ½ inch. Then you can see the pleat around the under bust, showing you that this would give you exactly what you ordered. So yeah, you go ahead and transfer all of this to your fabric, add the necessary allowance, and happy sewing. I hope you found this tutorial very helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments, and I'll be seeing you on my next one. Bye bye.